absolutely overrated. This is some garbage. This is the third rail of fitness content. If you touch this, you die. I'm going to say the way that the internet looks at optimization is highly, highly, highly overrated. Oh my goodness. Incredibly underrated. Welcome to Fitness Overrated versus Underrated, where we've got some topics, some of them from you, some of them from the internet, and we're going to say whether or not they're overrated or underrated for your fitness journey. So let's get into the first one. What do we have?
Greens powder.
Greens powder, absolutely overrated. This is some garbage. Greens powder is supposed to be like this meal replacement, vitamin mix of trash and goodness that's going to make you feel better. It's useless. I don't have any other way to put it. I mean, if you are eating a well-rounded diet, which, I mean, maybe some of you are not eating a well-rounded diet, but if you are eating a well-rounded diet with fruits and vegetables and, you know, protein sources and grains, you're getting all of the daily nutrition that you need. You do not need to also be drinking some goop, some kelp on top of that. If you want to, go ahead and do it. If you have the money to do it, go ahead and do it. I'm not your dad, but just know these greens powders are absolutely overrated. Next up.
Stretching as a warm-up.
Stretching as, oh, this is a good one. I think this comes from our Discord. Stretching as a warm-up, I'm going to say is overrated. There's been a lot of evidence towards the fact that stretching as a warm-up before you do any physical training can actually blunt some of your physical adaptation. Now, we don't know this for sure. This is very new evidence. I think the problem is that a lot of people think that they have to stretch or they're going to get injured. That is not the case. Stretching also doesn't really do much in terms of preventing injuries. In that case, I'm going to say it's overrated. If you're looking for a good warm-up, get on the treadmill, get on the stair stepper, get your core body temperature up about 5-10 minutes, then get under the bar for whatever movement you're doing, squat, bench, deadlift, whatever, lighter for 10 reps, a little bit heavier for 5, a little bit heavier for 3, and then get to your working weight. You're good to go. I'm going to say slightly overrated. If it makes you feel better, go ahead and do it.
Optimization.
I mean, optimization is insane. I mean, I'm going to say the way that the internet looks at optimization is highly, highly, highly overrated. You are never going to get to an optimal level in anything. And chasing that level of optimization is only going to provide more stress. It's only going to make you feel worse in your day-to-day because you're not going to be able to hit those levels of optimization. So you're just going to start spinning your wheels. Train hard, sleep, eat, recover, do what you need to do. You will make gains. You do not need to be chasing this nebulous level of optimization all of the time. And if you don't hit it, you feel like, oh my God, I'm wasting my time. Absolutely overrated. You don't need it. Garbage. Moving on.
Naps.
Oh, naps. Oh my goodness. Incredibly underrated. I don't know what happened when we all turned 7 that we stopped taking naps. Naps are immensely underrated. I know all of you are not getting enough sleep. I know for a fact that all of you are not getting enough sleep. Sleep is so fundamental to your recovery. And if you're worried about optimizing, like we just talked about, and you're not doing everything that you can to get in quality rest, then why are you worried about optimizing? I think naps are incredibly underutilized by the general public. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you can find ways to fit in 45-minute to an hour and a half naps every day, and I mean, this is a luxury, of course. If you're a professional and you're working, obviously it's going to be tough. But if you can find ways to do it, I love naps. I think naps are fantastic, highly underrated. What's next?
Sumo deadlift is easy.
Oh, the old sumo deadlifting. This is the third rail of fitness content. If you touch this, you die. Oh man, I don't know. I think it's overrated. People just want to have stuff to complain about. As someone who deadlifts 600 pounds sumo and about 565 conventional, I do both. I train both. Sumo is a little bit easier for me and for a lot of people because the leverages are different. Does that mean that it's not a valid exercise? Absolutely not. These people that are commenting under like Jamal Browner's Instagram as he's sumo deadlifting 1,000 pounds and say it doesn't count, it's cheating. Get the hell out of here. This is garbage, man. It's a little bit overrated. I'd say it's properly rated. There you go. Sumo deadlifting's not easy, but it's easier for a lot of people. There you go. Diplomatic answer. Next up.
Villain arcs.
I hate this. Villain arcs. So this was a thing. I don't even know if this is a big thing anymore. I saw this a lot in the summer. It was this thing where young people, and here I am, man shouts at clouds. Younger people were you know, I'm in my feelings. It's me against the world. I'm in the gym. It's my villain arc. I guess it's overrated because it's kind of stupid, you know, but at the same time, who am I to take away any motivation? You know, whatever it is that gets you going, that gets you in the gym, that gets you on the path to self-improvement, go for it. It's a little cringe. I'm not gonna lie. There's a touch of cringe with the villain arcs, so I will say that. But I guess it's a touch overrated. I don't know. Do what you want to do. Again, not your dad. Go for it. Next one.
Conditioning.
Conditioning. Okay, so I think it's really underrated because I think a lot of people, and we're coming out of this now, but in the powerlifting game, there's this meme about anything above 3 reps is cardio, and you know, we're taking 15, 20 minutes between sets, we're setting up camp, where are my gummy worms, where are my Sour Patch Kids? But I think that is a relic of like early 2010s powerlifting. We're coming to the point now with just the way that I'm seeing social media around the sport where we're trying to get a little bit more athletic with the sport. We're trying to build up more of a work capacity. We're trying to build up more of a conditioning base. So I think if you ask me this maybe 3 or 4 years from now, I'm going to say it's probably overrated because we're swinging to that way. But I think where we are right now is that it is very underrated, especially for the higher weight classes. Just from personal experience, adding conditioning to a couple of my off days, and I'm not talking like crazy plyometrics or anything like that, just like incline walking or like rucking, that gets my heart rate up to like zone 2 or zone 3, depending on the model that you're looking at, has vastly improved my training. I'm getting through sets of 6, 7, 8 without being gassed, actually able to feel it in the muscles that I want to feel without my heart feeling like it's going to explode. It has made my training better, and I think not enough people are doing it. So conditioning is pretty underrated.
Morning routines.
Morning routines, the bane of my existence. These are absolutely and unequivocally overrated. You do not need to be waking up at 4 a.m. and getting in a cold shower and looking at a blank wall to dopamine detox for 45 minutes before you get on with your day. This is baloney. This is absolute garbage. People of all walks of life that wake up at any different time can have success. When you wake up at 4 a.m., your bank account doesn't automatically have $1 million in it. And that's what it seems like has been construed to the masses from these entrepreneurship reels and stuff. It can be valuable to get a head start on your day. I like waking up early, but I am naturally a morning person. More and more research is coming out about people having different times in which they thrive mentally and physically throughout the day. Some people just really can't get it going until 9 a.m., but they still have a very good grasp on the tasks that they need to do throughout the day, and they are accomplishing everything that they need to. Are we going to say, oh, you're not waking up at 5 a.m., so you'll never be successful as an entrepreneur? That's garbage. I think they're highly overrated. This is coming from somebody that has one. I have a morning routine, and I still think they're really overrated. So there you go. That's the last one. I hope you enjoyed me ranting into the camera for, how long was this? 15, 20 minutes?
No, 10 minutes.
Oh my God, we went faster than I thought. Well, there you go. Quick little video for you folks. Thank you so much for watching. Do I have a video for you to look at? I mean, you can click on this video. I don't know what it is, but me in post, I'll put it in. Click on it. It's probably good. Join the channel, subscribe, like the video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Get strong and stay strong.